why do people get why do people get uh, why do people actually get like you would, it's not depression, but if you get, what about you get sad feelings because of something? How to deal with sad feelings? Like you're just sad about something. Something happened, and then you get sad or frustrated. Um, but even like I don't. Yeah, there's other stuff too. Stuff you see in others where it's like they get these aggressive feelings because like, oh, exactly the way it's placed or the way it looks. So some people don't like the way something looks, so they get aggressive feelings. They get like aggressive feelings, like, "Whoa!" They get aggressive feelings. But yeah, where does that come from? Where does that come from? These aggressive feelings people have. I've had aggressive feelings myself, where I've had things that I've, seen, and I've gotten like aggressive feelings. But why have I gotten these aggressive feelings? I don't even know myself. And I'm not usually angry. I don't usually get angry. Like if I did bad at sports, that's when I got angry. I got frustrated because I didn't like to lose. I don't think, yeah, in a social situation, you want to present like, you know what I mean? You want to present um, something that's, you know what I mean? You want to present something. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if it's present something, but you want to like. Yeah, I think it has to do with reproduction because you need to you need to be strong in the past to reproduce. So if you show some sort of weakness, what happens? Then you die, right? So people constantly. Maybe aggressive feelings come like maybe aggressive feelings come from frustration. That just comes from people being frustrated about why are people so frustrated about certain things. People are frustrated about everything. Like it's like, well, just small things. Oh, it looks so messy. Oh, it looks, clean it up. Oh, people get these aggressive feelings. Oh, people get these aggressive feelings. I was like, calm down, just calm down. I think like people. Yeah, I mean, I think that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's true that when you are social about something, you're caught up in your own little world. It's like playing a video game. You're kind of it's here's the controller, and you're just like, oh no, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. And when you're social, that's what you're thinking about. You're like thinking about like, oh, you know, oh, I can't give an example, but you know how it is. You're constantly like involved in something. That's the way people are. And but people get, yeah, people are. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've always wondered about. Yeah, I mean that's a good question. Like, why is there evil? Why do people get these? Why does someone hit someone else, kick someone else? Like, people get these aggressive reactions to a lot of stuff. People get these aggressive reactions. But it's yeah, well, I think it has to do with reproduction because you constantly need to like be on guard. We needed to in the past because um, we lived outside, so we could die at any moment. Like animals could eat us, we could die at any moment. So we had to have these aggressive. People still have that in them. People still have these aggressive feelings about a lot of stuff, but it's like, where does it come from? I don't know. It's it's stupid though. It's stupid. I think, yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, the human race is an experiment. You see, people are absolutely insane. I think when you are social, you are insane because you're constantly like emotional all the time. When you're social, you are emotional all the time. You can't relax. It's like a constant. You're being pushed in all these directions. Oh, so funny that is. That is so funny. Oh, that is so. People are insane. I mean, you want to talk about people being like more introvert. Oh, you guys are insane because you don't. You're just inside all the time. No, I mean, people have varying degrees of, you know, needing to be social to feel okay. But some people need to be social all the time. But I mean, it's. I think it's a fact that all evil in the world comes from people being social. All the problems ever come from people being social. That's where every problem comes from. The fact that you're actually alive and you need to like, oh shit. Um, how can I give an example? Yeah, like you see, it's a little bit like, oh, maybe you need to clean it. It's a little bit dirty. That's because someone was using that and being social, well, not well, whatever, drinking. So you did an actions, and now you need to do something to fix it. All we're doing is that's what being alive is. You're just creating like, oh, now you need to switch the pants because it looks a little bit dirty. And all these problems, we have problems all the time. Um, people, it's just stupid. Like if I don't, yeah, I think, I mean, yeah, I think being alive is like, it's at the base level. Being alive is kind of boring. I mean, life doesn't really have. I've never actually thought of life being. I've never found most things fun anyway. Like the only thing I've found fun has been like this, but that's been about like the only thing. Maybe that it's because of how I grew up. I don't think I grew up really happy. But I'm not gonna blame anyone for that. I mean, yeah, a lot of it maybe it's self-inflicted. Was self-inflicted, but you don't know until you're that person. Like you talk to people, oh, why do you feel this way, or why do you feel this way about this thing? People don't even know. Like that's people. I don't know. Yeah, but it's where does evil come from? Where how can it be that some people are actually like violent? Like, yeah, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna be violent towards you. But where does that come from? Where does that come from? Because I mean, and guess what? It's people being social that are doing that, not people who are not being social. But yeah, I mean, being social is, yeah, I've never found it all that much fun. I don't know why. Sometimes it's like some things are fun socially, but I mean the fact that you're forced to be social every day. You're forced to go to work. You're forced to go to schools, or you're forced into it. And oh, you don't want to do it? No, you can't. You can't do that. You have to be social in some capacity. Some. I mean the word. But yeah. I mean, if I'm not saying being social is not. I'm not saying being social is evil, but I do think it's evil because people procreate, people have children, and you do produce someone who's going to get hurt emotionally or physically. So maybe being social is evil. Maybe being social is evil, but the fact that some people are not that much social is evil too, because then you have rich people who are not social in a good or productive way. So you have people that are starved. People have power, so they keep on just kind of doing the same things. If you're rich, you can just kind of, you have tea and you drink or whatever. If you're rich, so you don't need to, you have that aspect too, where, yeah, I mean, we have all this. The world isn't, it's never been fair, and now it's even worse with climate change because the world is getting destroyed. We're destroying our own planet. Some people are destroying the planet. And guess what? That's people who are social. Social people are destroying the planet. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, like aggressive feelings, or what about sad? Yeah, sad feelings will go away. Like you might feel really sad about something, really frustrated about something, but it will go away at some point. It won't last forever. You won't feel like you won't feel sad forever. To say it like that, but some people have real emotional problems, and it's real. People always say, just get over it or whatever. But sometimes it's not that easy. But I think if people could like chill more, they would have less problems. If they could relax more, but people can't do that. Most people can't do that in this world because they have to constantly do stuff, constantly go to work or constantly go to school, or people are social all the time. So people can't relax when you're really old. You can do that, but when you're old, you can do what you want. So, um, but not when you're young. Usually, you have to constantly do stuff. People. It's I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, like any, yeah, like advice for happiness. I don't know. Try to relax more. Try to relax more. Again, if you have something you like, do that. That can make you happy. But I don't think there's no one answer to this question of happiness. There isn't. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Really, I really don't know.